to share the story with you of these 20 rupees that I found on the ground. 20 rupee could be like $1 or $2. No, 20 rupees not even $1. It's lesser than that if you're not joining from India. So 20 rupees, yeah. So anyway, what happened was I was going out, and then like I was walking my dog, and I suddenly started to feel like, because I'm dressed like this, very differently. In India, people do not dress like that. Usually they do, but like with the area where I live, surprisingly there were like people who are not used to seeing people like girls wearing short dress. Anyway, so I was walking, and then suddenly I started to think thoughts like, oh my god, I'm so like, I'm not worthy of love and things like that. I'm like, everyone's so like surprised to see me, they all hate me and things like that. And then it switched to like, I'm like, hey, why am I thinking? I caught myself, when that negative spiral was going on, I caught myself, and I was like, I'm a blessing. I'm a blessing to everyone's life. Like every room I'm walk into, I'm a blessing. Everywhere I go, I am a blessing. That's it, period. I'm a blessing. Every conversation, even every interaction with me is a blessing. Like I'm a blessing. I started to think like that, and then I was like, and then it started to go up, like up. Firstly, it was going negative, the thought spiral. Then it started to go up. So I was like, I'm a blessing. I'm a blessing to my siblings. I'm a blessing to my parents. I'm a blessing to my lineage. I'm a blessing to everyone who watches me. So things like that. And then I was like, my business is a blessing to everybody. My magic paintings are a blessing to everybody, and things like that. And then when I was thinking about these things, then suddenly I was like, damn, I looked up, and then I saw the 20 rupees, and then it was like God telling me, hey, yes, you are a blessing, And then when I picked it up, then I was like, I got anxious. I was like, what if someone who has a little kid, and they were going to get like a ice cream for their son and or for their daughter, but the rupee fell off. And I started to think things like that. And then I prayed that God, I am only keeping it as a sign that I'm only picking it up as a sign that you wanted to like tell me that, hey, yes, you are a blessing. And if it fell from someone's pocket accidentally, then you replace it with even more money. You replace it with even more magical things happening for them. So I was like, yeah. So I wanted to share this story with you, firstly, so that you don't, like, when you catch yourself in the act, whenever thoughts like this, like, maybe nobody likes me, I'm such a problem for everybody. Because growing up, it was like that for me. My thought patterns are like that because I was made to feel that way for a like pretty good amount of years of my life. Like for first 15-16 years, like the way I was treated, I made it mean that I don't matter. And then my own habits, like because I was receiving poor treatment, I started to give myself poor treatment, right? I started to eat a lot of junk food, sugary foods. I started to do drugs. I started to do watch a lot of porn, and like it was just very self-destructive habits. And then I started to make art, and I started to heal, and I started to write, reclaim my gifts of writing. In my childhood, I was never allowed to follow my joy. If I say like, okay, I really like that doll, my auntie would like throw it away. I was never even allowed to express like, oh, I like that food. Joy was abandoned, okay. And then if I am because people were so deeply unhappy in my child, like my relatives, my parents, my uncle, auntie who I grew up with, they were so happy that they could not stand they were so unhappy in their life that they could not stand anybody who is happy, if have you been with, like, let me know in the comments, have you been with been living around people who are deeply unhappy? You know, being happy around them, like they just get so jealous. And not just they, I, when I was very unhappy, when I saw someone happy, I was like, why are they so happy? How can they be so happy when I'm like here dying, you know? Or like, I'm dying, I'm grieving, I'm like, I'm suffering, how are you so happy, you know? So I have compassion for the entire thing. I'm not here complaining about my family, relatives. In fact, my prayer is that I build good connection with them, I forgive them. At the same time, I do not let them, like, you know, do not get lost in getting their approval, things like that. But I was just sharing this story because God wanted me to share it, and I know everyone who is watching this will learn something different from it. Of course, my purpose of sharing this is like, catch yourself in the act when your negative spiral is going on, why actually you're thinking those thoughts, and like do like positive affirmations, and then God will give you sign. All these things I wanted to tell you, but then you will learn something else, and God will make you learn something else as well. So yeah, comment down below how this video helped you. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And it would be my absolute honor to support you on your journey. If you'd like to book a one-on-one session with me, link is in the description, in order to dive deep into your fears, into your anxieties, to have a safe space to share your traumas and move through them for intuitive guidance, clarity on next step. You know, I would love to be there and to guide you, to hold safe space for you. And in order to invite good energies into your life, you can also check out my magic paintings. When you keep my magic paintings around in your home space, in your office space, you know, it brings so much of good energy. You can also gift it to your loved ones. I have 4 magic paintings. Number 1, I am safe, I am supported, which is going to help you. If you grew up in emotionally abusive home, you went through a lot of sexual abuse and trauma, and you were surrounded by emotionally immature people that damaged your self-esteem, this painting is gonna bring so much of self-loving energies into your life. Another painting that I have is taking a leap of faith on myself, and also another one which is I owe nothing to anybody. These 2 paintings are going to be pushing forward you into like taking bigger leaps, and push you into like fully going into all on your passion. It's gonna bring so much of courageous, confident energy, like they are magic, super powerful. Another painting I have is God's ease, God's peace, God's prosperity, effortlessly flowing in every area of my life. It's gonna like bring the energy of things happening on its own for you, like, you know, material